Marshall Province, northern area, skies above the Isengard Range. I haven't heard this song in a while. The Courageous song. Hello, here you go, Alan. Viscount Victor S. Arcade.
We are now over the western part of the Isengard mountain range. Estimated arrival in Heimdall is 1410.
Maintain current course and speed. Once we reach Ulster, adjust course to run parallel to the railroad.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You have my thanks, Your Grace. Your assistance this past week has been invaluable.
Think nothing of it. This is the Crimson Wing's job, after all. I've no doubt your first bout of field exercises in Northumbria saw you even busier than I. It is I who should be thanking you for your hard work.
To be honest, I'm having a difficult time deciding how to proceed as a teacher.
Perhaps that is a sign of General Craig's influence. I would advise you to follow your own convictions for the time being. That way, you may...
Ah, instructor. There you are.
Oh god. Cedric.
Cadet Arner.
Greetings, my lord.
Seeing it up close, the Courageous is truly amazing. And though it was barely used during the Civil War, its main cannon is certainly impressive as well. Perhaps we should consider deploying a number of cruisers to match our fleet of battleships.
Cadet.
It is true that during an emergency, such power may prove beneficial. Learning when to use one's power and when to refrain is an important lesson.
Indeed.
If that is the lesson your field exercises have taught you, then I'd say it is safe to declare them a success.
Yes, of course. My thanks, Captain Arcade. I look forward to seeing you again. I wish you luck patrolling the summer festival alongside my older brother.
Hello again, Heimdall. What?
damn it! How many times have they slipped away like that now? There's no end to it!
We need help from the Intelligence Division or the RMP.
It'd be nice if all we had to deal with are those half-wits. But we can't afford to let our guard down. Spread out and lay low until the appointed time. Be sure you've got your ramdas ready to use.
Roger. Recommencing mission.
Frankie, is that you?
Red flowers?
I don't think so. There's no end to them. The eyes which served as the vessel for the bringer of miracles. But when the flame consumed the mirage, the fairy tale became that of the Empire. So as a professional, how do you intend to intervene?
Oh, was I that obvious? To be perfectly honest, I'm having a bit of trouble finding a lead. I was hoping we could work together as friends and colleagues and have ourselves a little information exchange. I could even help you bury the hatchet with the elder of your clan, perhaps?
That's right. You have an agreement with her, don't you? Well, I'll consider your offer. However, I ask that you play nice from now on, Mr. Former History Instructor. Or should I say, Second Dominion, Thomas Lysander the Partitioner.
Second Dominion, Thomas Lysander. Elfland Palace, a smellless garden. Emperor Eugent III. Empress Priscilla.
I would not have expected that Olivert would be missing the party like this.
It is unfortunate, yet understandable, given the current situation. With the Crimson Wings safeguarding Heimdall's skies, I'm sure the citizens will feel at ease.
Yes, but I can't help but feel bad for him. I wonder if he's been upset over Cedric's actions of late.
Olivert isn't the type to let that get to him. You should know this as well as I.
No, you're right. He was only a young boy when he lost his mother and was adopted into the royal family. I would have understood if he hadn't accepted me, given his early life. But he gladly welcomed me as his stepmother and was truly happy when Alphen and Cedric were born.
Yes, that is the virtue he possesses. It's easy to believe he has friends not simply across Erebonia, but the entire continent.
Yes. However, recently, even though Cedric once looked up to his older brother, he...
Pardon me, Your Highness. Chancellor Osborne would like an audience.
Very well. Send him in.
Hi, Dad. Chancellor Gilead Osborne.
My apologies for interrupting, my liege. You as well, Lady Priscilla.
No. It's quite all right. I shall excuse myself now.
She seems to have some worries about the prince.
It is to be expected, so long as she sees things differently from you.
Understood.
In any event, it seems things are beginning to line up with what was written in the records.
Yes, though we set the timing for the Civil War ourselves. By this point, however...
Oops.
But are you certain that... By this point, however, the ending is all but decided. But are you certain this is all right? Leaving everything in my hands?
As I told you 14 years ago, if there truly is no other way to avoid this end, then I shall leave it all to you. It may place a great burden on my sons, but could not the same be said of you?
Yes, my liege.
Chapter 4, Radiant Heimdall. With July, summer was in full swing in leaves. However, with Thor's move back toward being a traditional military academy, no summer uniforms were given out. Students at both main and branch campuses were only allowed to remove their inner lining from their normal uniforms. As students across both campuses were wilting under the sun's harsh rays, a certain event was about to take place that would bring them all together. Up till now, we've covered an overview of the time period from the Great Collapse to the modern era, but starting this week we'll be taking a more in-depth look at certain key individuals. We'll start with Drago's Raise Arnor, father of the Imperial Renaissance. 250 years ago, he brought the War of the Lions to a close, ushering us into a modern era. Though he was born as the third prince of Emperor Valerius V, he was born out of wedlock and ended up abdicating his status and wandering the Empire. He found himself at the edge of the Empire, the Nord Highlands. There, he was welcomed by the nomadic tribes and spent a few years with them. Meanwhile, the Empire's mainland had been plunged into a bloody civil war. Originally, he had no interest in the throne, but once he saw the toll the war was taking on his country, he decided to put an end to it. He started with only 17 followers, 16 Nord warriors who decided to join him, and his confident, the Knight Roland. Half a year later, though, Prince Dracos would have a fateful encounter in the southeast of the Empire, Legram. The daughter of a count and leader of the Eisenritter, Leanne Sandlot, the hero otherwise known as the Lance Maiden.
I have a question. Was that person you and the other instructors fought the real Saint Leanne?
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. Saint Leanne is a legendary knight. There's no way it was actually her, but I heard the fight was intense. Well, instructor?
Without a doubt. She was tremendously strong, and that aura of hers certainly seemed real. But it's possible one of Ouroboros' members is just posing as her. Let's put that aside for now, though.
Don't
be stingy.
By the way, 254 years ago today, on July 4th, the War of the Lions came to an end. Now keep in mind, the test will cover the events from just before to just after the War of the Lions. So make sure to review that time period thoroughly. I hate to admit it, but he really is good at teaching. Well, to be fair, he himself was a student just last year. I heard his grades were pretty high too. Looks great in glasses too. Anyway, for our 4 days of midterms will begin tomorrow. General studies, military science, arts, information processing, combat technique. There'll be a lot to cover, so good luck. You add all those all off like it'll be easy. No way all that is going to be easy. I suppose we'll simply have to trust in everything we've learned so far. By the by, a little birdie told me the contents of our exam and the schedule will match that of the main campus. I wonder, will our grades be posted alongside theirs? That's right, both individual scores and class averages will be posted at both campuses, so it should be worth your time to study, wouldn't you agree? It's so blatant. So you're going to make us compete, and our little crown prince is going to be handed first place on a silver platter, yeah? I can totally see that happening. No, that won't happen. In the past, stores are split up into nobles and commoners, but grading has always been done fairly. The instructors I know at the main campus wouldn't let grades be tampered with like that, so at the very least the exams will be at a level playing field. If you say so. There will also be a little reward waiting for you guys once the exams are over. You'll have a free day this weekend to look forward to, so give the exams your all. I'll be giving the exams for Erebonian history and combat technique, so please ask me anything you're confused about before tomorrow. All preparations for the exams have been completed. Grades will be posted alongside the main campus, so I don't expect there to be problems. Our curriculums should be in sync thanks to the Orbital Net. It's great that we're able to work with the main campus instructors to come up with exam questions. All that's left is for the students themselves to show us what they've got. The Jaeger Corps have been confirmed retreating from the Empire since last month's field exercises, and according to the intelligence agency, it would appear the society has withdrawn as well. You see, well, if that's true, it's great news, but maybe we can stop being fully clenched all the time now? We cannot let our guard down completely, but for the time being, we can at least allow them to just be students. Take care not to disclose any information regarding exam questions, but feel free to clarify any questions the students have. Be a simple guiding hand in their studies. Looks like Big Bad Mr. Michael has really toned it down. He's always been very serious and responsible, but it seems like he's been thinking with the students in mind recently. Let's do our best to be as much help to the students as we can today. Right, we've still got some time before the school closes for the day. Well then, let's split up, gang. The exams will be held over the next 4 days, and then this Saturday is a free day. The location for our next field exercises will be announced too, so it's going to be a busy few days. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at those pictures because I never looked at them. Shan. Let's put on casually. It's casual time anyway. Creating clean water during a disaster. Prepare a container, pack bottom with cloth, pack charcoal, sand, and pebbles in that order. Pour water from above and wait. Principal with glasses. There we are. Oh, Principal Legwin, you wear glasses? That's a little surprising. Well, actually, for some reason, my vision is unusually keen. I can see everything in excruciating detail from up close to a great distance away. Sometimes I find myself getting annoyed by the specks of dust floating in the air. So to combat this issue, I commissioned these glasses to suppress my vision. That's somehow not surprising at all. All that's left to do is for the exams tomorrow is to leave them to the students. Is there something you'd like to ask me about Ouroboros, perhaps? Yeah, so you knew. What are your thoughts about the report that the Jaegers in Ouroboros have pulled out of Erebonia? I'd certainly recommend taking it with a grain of salt. The Ions, the Black Workshop, there are far too many unseen forces at work here. I agree. Regarding the Maiden, we've reached an answer of sorts, for better or worse. Huh? She definitely called upon her full power when fighting the two of us, but what if there was something more to her? Something beyond the power of a human? If she's out of the picture for good, then that's fine. Otherwise, we need to be ready for her, and by we, I mean all of you. Understood. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Oria's science cape and Aurelia's glasses. Meh. Gotta get that Aurelia bathing suit though. I think there was still like some books here that I didn't get. Nielsen. Never mind. Soon, TM. Are you helping these two study, Toa? Sure am. These two are both a little worried about questions on politics, not to mention all the recent changes in the political landscape. The dissolution of the House of Representatives and the House of Peers, the establishment of the Imperial Diet, the 8 Metropolis Plan. It all sounds like some foreign language. I feel your pain. If you have the time, would you mind helping us out, Rean? There's only so much I can cover on my own. I can actually challenge you at a time like this. Just kidding. I actually don't want to. Physics, survival. Okay. History advice. Oh wait, there's something I could have gotten from Sandy. Hang on. Are you two studying orbital technology? For now, yes. I'm going to teach Tita about military science, and she's teaching me about ordnance. Well, it doesn't sound like there's much I can help her with here. Actually, regarding the usage of orbital AEDs, if you don't mind, can we get a brief overview? Hey Rain. Hello Randy. Are you teaching military studies? Well, Sydney was about to head out. He's still got potential. A kid shouldn't give up so easily. I was planning on studying some more tonight. I just figured I should relax for a bit first. He's lying. Yeah, better just give in, eh? He's offering to lend you a hand. Just say aye and be done with it. Fine. Randy, would it be alright if I help too? We may need to get a little rough with Sydney. Oh, you might like it rough. Why do these things always... How come she got so mad? Oh, I cannot focus today. Did he get in a fight with Valerie? Maybe. Valerie, what are you doing here? Is there a problem? I was just wondering why you weren't studying for the exams. Everyone else has gotten together and started studying their weakest subjects. Must I do the same thing as everyone else? Besides, exams are for measuring your average knowledge. If you crammed the day before, it's not a proper measurement. Well, I suppose, but I thought that Valerie had opened up a little since when she first got here. But I guess she's still as aloof as ever. Oh yeah, you joined the Modern Music Club, right? How's that been going? Well, that reaction says it all. Are you having some trouble with the club? Let's say I am. What does it matter to you? I'd appreciate if you quit prying into my personal matters. I've got nothing to talk with you about. Is that so? Explain! Gustav, can we talk? What is it? I wanted to ask you about Valerie. Did something happen in the Modern Music Club? It seems like Pablo and Valerie got into a fight over something. Valerie hasn't shown up to practice since then. Somehow I knew this would happen eventually. Why's that? Well, Valerie is the kind of person who shies away from the spotlight. Not because of her personality, but more because of her upbringing. No? Valerie's always seemed to carry herself like a noble. Sometimes she almost reminds me of Muse and Tatiana. Yeah, I got the same impression from her. Nobles are extremely rare in North Ambria these days. I wonder if she grew up being resented by those around her. It's possible. But this is all just speculation. Good point. I need to ask her about it directly. Thank you, Gustav. Explain. Oh, Instructor Rain, can I help you with something? I wanted to ask you about Valerie. I heard you got into a big fight with her. Aye, a wee argument got way out of hand. We haven't had talk since. How did it start? I asked her to be on vocals. Vocals? Aye, she never sings in front of people. But at first she just sang to herself a few times on. Her voice is just too good. So I asked her to take over on vocals, even just once, you know. She wasn't having it though. I got a wee bit pissed and next thing you know, we were going at it. I see. Come to think of it, I've heard her singing too. I clearly remembered that she had a nice voice. I know she doesn't want to be in the spotlight, but I was thinking it'd be such a big waste of talent if she did. I know I went over myself though. Problem is, I cannot figure it out how to make things right. Yeah. I want to talk to her one more time. Can you wait a little longer? Instructor Rain, cheers! Appreciate it. I think I got a better grasp on the situation now. I should probably go talk with Valerie again. Schwarzer, you still here? I talked with Pablo and Gustav. I think you should find a way to make up with Pablo. You're such a busybody. Well, if it were just a normal argument, I wouldn't step in like this. But it seems like there's something you've been bottling up. Bottling up? Yeah, I'm sure you'll deny it, but you want to be on vocals more than anyone, don't you? That's not true. Well, sorry if I am being a busybody, but you're from a noble family in North Ambria, right? So what if I am? It's just that if that were the case, I can imagine the circumstances you must have endured. Well, you're not wrong there. Back when North Ambria was still a dukedom, the nobility system was still in place. After the North Ambrian disaster, the government was remade and the nobility abolished, though they kept their wealth to some extent. In a poor country like ours, children born into wealth and comfort were, of course, victims of envy and spite. And on top of that, I have another secret. The truth is, my family is related to the former Grand Prince of North Ambria, Balmund. The former Grand Prince? I'm sure you know the story, you're a history teacher after all. Grand Prince Balmund, the traitorous ruler who fled North Ambria during the disaster 28 years ago. Apparently any family with connections to him is a family of devils, mine included. How could they say such a thing? I came here intending to keep that a secret, but I don't care anymore. Anyway, it's probably best you not get involved with the devil. So please, instructor, just leave me be. I can't do that. Valerie, how come you didn't tell me sooner? It's just not fair for someone who's done nothing wrong to be treated like that. Oi, how long were you two there? We were pretty much here the whole time, sorry. Pablo and I were just worried though. This school is just full of busybodies. But fine, I'll let you two know as well. Nothing good will come from associating with me, so... Don't be daft! Huh? Yeah, hearing that stuff even made me angry. Family of devils? None of that matters in the world of rock. Aye, come to think of it, it might even come in handy. Rock's all about the soul. You're bringing up doesn't it have anything to do with it? Here, Valerie, it's about time you quit bottling it all up. Taking those emotions and lighting fire to them. Let them blow right up. It means they want to play some rock music with you now. Alright then, I'll go get the key to the art room. You get me, Instructor Rain? What are you... I think I've slightly improved on his accent. Slightly. How did it end up like this? Ah, no, he's whining about it. You just gotta do it. I know. Screw it. That was brilliant. Okay, Reen doesn't have the accent. Your music was almost entrancing. I'd say it was pretty darn close to professional sounding.
Flattery won't get you anywhere.
No need to be so shy. That was a squirt version better than any lyrics that fall out of my gob. From now on, you'll be focused on vocals. Is that alright with you, Valerie?
Fine, whatever.
I guess it's too late for me to back out anymore anyway. The secret's out now. Does that mean you'll agree to it? Yeah, I give up. Yes! Get in there! I get the feeling things are only gonna get more fun from here on. Yes!
Oh.
I mentioned to get started. Huh? Tunnel. I mentioned to get started. Huh? I mentioned to get started. See you later. Alrighty, let's begin.
Alrighty.
Huh? Tunnel ready.
Oops, don't do that.
Alrighty, let's begin. Huh? Alrighty, let's begin. Huh? Tunnel ready. I mentioned. Huh? Tunnel ready.
Alright, Daisy, what's up? Remember our little promise, the one we made for after midterms are over? Oh, can I believe I almost forgot about the shish on the juice. Mind handling particulars while I work out the schedule? Certainly. What?
Here's a shout and I'll get you what you need. Hope to see you again. Alright there.
Alright there. Blonde hair Aurelia. Really? Hang
Catch you
on.
later.
Catch you later. Let me see this. Blonde hair. Passing grade. Not bad, actually.
Here's a shout and I'll get you what you need. Hope to see you again.
Hope to see you again. These are the remains of the white ion. I was able to get a decent sample. The sample is better than the ones from Sutherland and Crossbell, but it will still take quite some time for me to analyze it. Is that so? I mean, its abilities were intense: spatial annihilation, moving the railway cannons. It's safe to say it's the culmination of the Society's Gordius class. The last I heard, its development stalled out 2 years ago, but we may need to revise our understanding. In any event, your Tachi has been repaired. Check it to make sure it's as sharp as you remember. Oh, okay. Thank you, Professor. To be honest, I thought it was going to be the end of me. I was somehow able to endure it with that mana blade thing. There's probably some mana feedback that went to the Divine Light, but it's not reliable. Don't expect it to happen again. You're right. Anyway, thank you very much. Alright there.
I mentioned to get started. See you later. I mentioned to get started. Huh? Tunnel ready.
Wait.
I mentioned to get started. Huh? Tunnel ready.
Alright. Damn, she's actually really at 1,000? Damn. Didn't even realize. Okay. Running event time. Let's go talk with Yuna first. Why is all this Empire history stuff so tricky for me? Do you get any of this, Leo? I can help you with crossbow stuff. I'm all set when it comes to stuff about the ocean, but anything else I'm a lost cause. I get that it's important to know in history so you can learn from it, but do we really gotta memorize all these names and dates? I feel like my head's about to explode. Instructor Reed. Well, you're kinda at the root of all our problems right now. I guess that's one way to put it. As my way of apologizing, how about I help you study? For real? Oh man, that'd be great! This part we covered in class just recently. The War of the Lions began in 947. Can you name the 3 events that directly led to it? Let's see. The War of the Lions was a battle over succession, so the first reason was the death of Emperor Valerius V. Yeah, that's exactly right. The next is the assassination of Prince Manfred, right? He was supposed to be emperor. But isn't it just those 2 things? Well, to be fair, the third reason's a little tricky, but it's also the most direct cause of the war. All the remaining princes trying to claim the throne at once. Oh yeah, that's right. I get it. The first one to try to seize the throne was the 4th Prince Orthoros. Then it was 2 years after the war began that Prince Draculas raised an army to put an end to it. When you explain it in steps like that, it's easier to understand. Yeah, there's a lot to remember, but I feel like it's better organized in my head now. That's a help. No matter how the question is actually written, as long as you understand the sequence of events, you should be able to answer. That's a really small chunk. Oh, Altina and Louise, are you guys studying here? Yes. We're reviewing music for the art class exam. It seems there will be a listening portion of the test. We're studying for it outside so we don't bother anyone. I see. Art is quite a difficult subject. Factual questions are fine, but I can't handle subjective ones. I actually have a harder time remembering all the dates and names for the factual questions. Let's help each other out, Ali. Yes, please. I don't know a whole lot about music myself, but maybe there's something I can do to help you two study. Really? Yes, please. Oh, so both of you are worried about the listening part of the exam? Oh my, yes, it's mostly that we have no idea what sort of questions we'll have to answer for it. So we've been listening to a bunch of different kinds of pieces. I don't have any trouble naming the chords, tempos, or names of the pieces, but in class we've been asked for our impressions of songs. And when that happens, I'm completely lost, so I've been asking Louise what her impressions of the songs are. I don't think that's really the spirit of the question. I do feel a bit guilty about it. But wait, I'm sure the principal will have already predicted this. In other words, there's a good chance she's written questions that memorization will not help you answer. Because of that, I think it would be best for you to sharpen your creative sensibilities, Altina. Oh, I see. How do I do that? Well, listening to a bunch of different pieces and coming up with impressions is a good start. But you can't just get Louise's answers. You need to think about how they make you feel, Altina. I'll join you, so maybe if you keep at it, I'll help you out on the exam. I suppose it's worth a try. The three of them listened to many songs and discussed each of their impressions. How are my bondings going by the way anyway? Of course the first one I get max is Sharon. Who is my closest class 7 member actually? think it's you. Altina. I'm closest with Altina. Altina and all the class 7. Okay. So Muse is at the student cafeteria. Are you two studying physics? Looks like you're making good progress. Well, actually, we're having a hard time concentrating, but I'm sure that if you'd help us, we can make even more progress. I almost thought you were being serious there for a second. Music never changes. They both get good grades, so I shouldn't have to worry about them. But that's still no reason for me to not help out. Well, if it won't distract you, I can help. Then it's decided. Thank you. Judging from your notes, you probably don't even need my help. Though, Tatiana, you may have a few careless mistakes. Sorry. I wasn't criticizing you. We're both still having some trouble with one of the more recent concepts, the variables that affect trajectory. Rotation and air resistance cause trajectories to deviate. Instructor Michael is already teaching you that, huh? Yes, but we're having a hard time grasping it, especially the precession effect. Would you be able to teach us about it? That's actually hard for me too. When a rotating object, in this case a bullet, is hit with an external force, such as air resistance, its trajectory will deviate. A bullet rotating to the right will sway right, a bullet rotating to the left will sway left. At the very least, just remember that. To be honest, that's the extent of my knowledge on the subject. It's still helpful. It's hard for me to answer questions outside of my specialty. It might be better to ask Instructor Michael. Does that mean you're abandoning us? Would you be able to help us a little more? I feel like you're really good at breaking things down to make them easier to learn. Well, when you put it that way, I can't refuse. Yeah, he even looks cute when he's struggling. After that, Rin taught the two physics, using the knowledge he'd gained through experience. Can't believe it's already this late, huh? The skies looks kinda strange. He's really only level 3? And just 4 with Altino? Really? Should I start my final preparations for the exams? Yep. Rin looked over the exams for tomorrow and saw the students off campus. After one final check to make sure everything was locked up, he prepared to exit. He prepared to head back to the dorm. Looks like it's only sprinkling, but still, I'm glad I brought this umbrella. All the students are gone now, so maybe...
Oh no! I didn't think it was raining this hard.
That's... Toa!
Oh, Fine. Was it your turn to lock up today? Thanks for taking care of things.
No problem. Here, do you need an umbrella? We can share mine.
It's okay. It's not raining that hard.
Either way, we share the umbrella or I hand it over to you, whichever you'd prefer.
That's not fair. You're not giving me much of a choice. Fine. You win. We'll share the umbrella. Just don't get your shoulder wet from trying to give me more cover, okay?
No worries. After all, you're so
My, I wonder what you were about to say.
You used to be so much more straightforward and innocent, and now you're giving me impossible choices like this. You've grown up, but in a bad way. Sorry, but knowing you, you gave your umbrella to a student in need, and then lied to them about having a spare so they wouldn't feel guilty. Were you watching? No, I just knew you wouldn't forget to bring an umbrella. And it started raining so suddenly, it's an easy situation to imagine. Jeez, you're banned from making weirdly accurate guesses like that too. Reen, you're still only 20, you could stand to be a little more innocent. Even though we're colleagues, don't forget I'm still a year older than you. Got it. But I think you're going through all that changed me a bit. Huh? Nothing, sorry, let's head back. Or did you need to stop by somewhere first? No, I'm going straight home. So the political economics exam is with the Vice Principal Heinrich from the main campus. Yes, his expertise was a big help in making the exam. You're in charge of history and combat skills, right? Yeah, I worked with Instructor Beatrix and one of the new instructors at the main campus. Seemed like they were just as manically busy as we are. I suppose it's no wonder after Principal Vandyck and Instructor Thomas both left, but Instructor Makarov and Instructor Mary are still there and giving it their all. But this really brings me back. 2 years ago, Instructor Sarah and Instructor Neidhart were giving their exams too. Yeah, seems just like yesterday. It feels like all the recent government policies are really putting a focus on the military. Nevertheless, it's reassuring to know our old instructors are still at it, doing everything they can. That's true. I'm going to have to work hard to catch up to them. By the way, Angie and George are both back in Erebonia now. Oh yeah, that's right. Are they both in Aurora right now? Yes, I believe so. But they must both be busy. I can't get in touch with either of them. Thinking about those two made me a little jealous. It's clear how much they mean to each other. Well, sure, but... George isn't really Angelica's type, right? And again, considering the way they look dancing together by the bonfire after the school festival. Well, they've known each other a long time, so maybe I'm just reading too much into it. But still, I can't help but feel like their relationship was a little different from just two friends. The difference in their social classes might be a problem to some, but if something did happen between them, I'd be the first to congratulate them. I think Crow would have felt the same way. Yeah. He'd probably congratulate them, then tease them relentlessly. He would do that. I mean, you know you don't need to worry about your family or that masked person all on your own, right? If you ever need to talk, you've got not only old Class 7 and Instructor Sarah, but the members of the new Class 7 as well. And of course, I'm always willing to lend you an ear too. Do you happen to know about my father? Yeah, a little bit. I didn't hear it from Class 7 or Sarah, or anything like that, but judging by Major Claire's behavior, I can make a guess. I see. Oh, looks like it cleared up.
Wow.
You can see the stars shining so clearly
Yeah,
now.
maybe the clouds all got blown away? Thanks for helping me out. Reminds me of when we went shopping together as students.
Absolutely. Oh wow, that feels like ages ago now. That was when you helped me figure out what to do for the school festival.
Mm-hmm. And then I showed you the video of our concert from the year before. Oh, wait. Let's just forget about that.
Well, I doubt I'll ever be able to forget the sight of you in that outfit. I don't think anyone will.
Rain, you're such a meanie.
Meanie. But jokes aside, can we talk more sometime? I'd like to tell you some things. Things like my father, about what happened at the Infernal Castle, about what happened after you graduated. I want you to know the whole story, from start to finish.
Of course. I'd love that.
Absolutely. Reed wants to do some unpacking. The next day saw the start of the 4-day-long exams for both Thor's main campus and its branch campus. In the events leading up to the War of the Lions in 947, which prince declared himself the next emperor following the assassination of Crown Prince Manfred? Fourth Prince Orthros. Which of the following statements about the effect of gyroscopic spin on bullets is true? Choose the most efficient way of moving a squad during a siege battle. Easy. Obviously, it's this one. First period political economics. What is the term for profit generated via selling stocks and bonds? Capital gain. This part of the exam will be a listening test. Give me a name to the song based on what you hear. Oh, I know this one. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Great song. Final day. First period combat skills. During a disaster, ensuring a source of clean water is imperative. Which of these is the correct order to create a water filter? Thus, the week of exams came to a close without incident. While some students felt uneasy at the thought of their scores, most reveled in a sense of freedom that can only come after exams are over. And by the principal's decree, a special class was held that afternoon to allow the students to relax and celebrate the end of their exams.
Not a bad view.
Not bad indeed. Aurelian moved back though. Hey.
Don't forget, we are still in the middle of class.
Are we?
Instructor Reen, please help me work on my swimming form. Muse?
Beautiful.
Hey! Why are you trying to drag him into the changing room?
40 Arch. This time for sure.
What a nice little pool party.
Agreed. Everyone sure is lively.
I'm sure they need to unwind after how hard they all worked.
However, if we're calling this a class, there should be some semblance of structure to it.
Or perhaps a competition. One we can only hold here.
I've some ice-cold drinks available for any parched throats out there.
With a festive post-exam mood in the air, Reen and Class 7 deepened their bonds with the other classes. Eventually, Aurelia arranged for a competition between Reen, Randy, and Michael. As the competition reached its fiercest point, the special class came to an end. Exams and then swimming. I'm mentally and physically exhausted. However, you seem to have enjoyed yourself. We saw an incredible matchup, so I'd say it was a successful lesson. How did I end up here too? Geez, we're in the same class, so at least try to pretend you like to hang out with us sometimes. Tita, this cheesecake you two made is simply divine. It goes well with Mr. Celestine's iced coffee, too. Agreed, it's incredible. I dare say you could open up a shop. You think? It really isn't that hard to make. It's cool and light, perfect for the hot summer weather. Tomorrow's a free day, but the next weekend we've got field exercises. And I heard Panzer sold-out trainings on Wednesday. Seems like they usually tell us where the field exercises are on sold that day. But if we're shipping out next weekend, it's gonna be real short notice this time. Maybe the exam's screwed with the schedule. That's right, we need more time to prepare. Perhaps they're making things more difficult for us since we've gotten used to the pace. It's only 2 days to prepare is a bit too difficult. Well, I suppose we've no choice but to wait until Wednesday to find out. And that will also be the day we'll find out our exam results. Don't remind me, I made so many mistakes. I'm actually looking forward to seeing the rankings. The exams are over and done with, no sense fretting over them now. Well, look at you, Mr. Honor Student. Of course you wouldn't be worried. Aren't you just as confident about your results, Ash? Yeah, I'm gonna go full throttle tomorrow so I don't think about my score. Oh wait, we've got keep training too, huh? Yes, though it will depend on the professor, but I would definitely like to participate. I need to keep my senses honed. Agreed. The Naval Fortress proved very effective for that. That makes it even more regrettable that we're unable to join the instructor's team. Well, I know we're nowhere near their level, but... Alright, speaking of the keep, there's something I wanted to ask all of you in Class 7. Really? What did you want to ask us, Tita? Great job, everyone. Their answers are written so well I can tell they really understood everything. I don't want to start sounding like Instructor Thomas, but as an instructor, seeing this couldn't make me happier. Tomorrow is a free day and we've got our briefing at 3 p.m. They're going to address the short amount of prep time we're being given. It would make sense if the location was... No, don't jump to conclusions. Oh wow, this is really good. A no-bake cheesecake from Yuna and the others, huh? It's 8:30 and I've made some good progress with my grading. Maybe I should go out and cool off a bit. Not you. Who's up here? Hello, Michael. I mean, that does make sense. Don't want to mess up. It's the bath. I've got some time now, so maybe I'll wash up a bit. Seems like most of the students feel pretty good about their exams, though we won't know the result till early next week. But sitting here just makes me realize all the mistakes I made on my exams. I always used to score well at the police academy. That voice. Yuna? Instructor Reen? Were you listening to me the whole time, you creeper? And there's a mandatory Yuna reaction. Sorry about that. It's not your fault the bastard built like this, and I was the one who was talking out loud. Well, I think you're doing a good job here, Yuna. You've been studying and training from the moment you got here, and I've seen you steadily improve in all your subjects. I understand why Randy and Major Claire think so highly of you, and I'm right there with them, of course. This guy, for real. I think I've got a better idea of the kind of guy you are now. I know the struggles Elise and Elisa must go through. Huh? Yeah, that's your usual reaction. I had all these expectations about the legendary hero of Erebonia, and you turned out to be like this. For better or for worse. If people knew this was what the Ashen Chevalier was really like... Oh no, you'd probably just get even more popular. I'm not really sure what you're talking about, but thanks for the food earlier. A no-bake cheesecake, was it? It was really delicious. Oh, that? T and I worked together on that. There was actually something else I wanted to make, so the cheesecake was just practice. Oh? What was it you wanted to make? That's a secret. Sweet. Pasta pepperoncino. What? Red hair Reen? Blonde hair Altina? Brown hair Yuna? I should have just been buying these all along. Brown hair Yuna? And if I give you this... Hey look, it's Lloyd! Hi Lloyd! Gender bent Lloyd. Blonde hair Altina. That doesn't look too bad, honestly. Oh, that's really bright. Brown hair Sarah. Red hair Reen. Now you're basically Lecter. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Oops. Oh, that honestly doesn't look too bad on him, not gonna lie. Hey, max out with Celine. Cool. Oh hey there, instructor. Enjoying some TAC? Yes, they're letting me join in. We're glad to have you with us. Oh yeah, big news, instructor. In the swimming class earlier, Allie finally reached her goal of 40 Arch. Wow, really? I was so focused on the race I didn't notice. Good job, Altina. I'm proud of you. It's not that impressive, considering how long it took me to reach, but even so, I still feel a sense of accomplishment. It's because you worked so hard. Looks like you overcame some stuff too, huh, Valerie? Your expression is a lot lighter compared to before. Huh. It's a good thing, no need to be shy. You're up next, Ellie. I can't remember the last time I saw you smile. Or wait, have I ever seen that? I don't think I'll be able to comply, but I'll think about it. Dang it, I'm missing one proverb. Why do I get the Solid Mountain one? I'm missing a watch too. Dang it! Well. Ten proxy puppets? Oh, really? I can make a Racken gem. I should do that. I'm gonna make it. Break damage plus 80%. Sure. Diamond Nova SR. Tyrell SR, Athelis SR. Seryu. It's not bad. Senin Gem. I can make a Rage. Ooh. Laforte SR. Attack 3 and Strike 3. That's not that bad. I can do that. Ixion Volt SR. Solar Gyre and a D Gem. Oh, that's actually really easy. 7-fold Gem. Impede 3, Hit 3, and 7th Caliber SR. I think I can do that. Blonde hair Laura? Wait a second. Okay, no, that's a big no-no. I didn't get any other hair colors earlier in the game. I should have though, but oh well. Whatever. Alright man, have a good one. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have to give him his gift. Where is it? I wish I could check out the other store, because I think I might be able to make other stuff. Let me see. Never mind. I can't even check all my Sepith. I want to make a bunch of these. These are nice. Like 7-fold gem, I could totally do that. 7th caliber. Solar Gyre. Seraph. Damn, Seraph is freaking nice. Lone Blade, Faint 3. I could totally do a Zeus gem too. Oh yeah. Anyway, let's just continue on. Are you looking for something, Randy? I've been looking for some rum that was made in Ortis. I should have looked for it when we were in Ortis, but we were so busy the whole time I didn't have time to. We definitely didn't have any free time, so you like rum? Well, I promised a friend I'd have a bottle of it, but I haven't been able to find the kind I'm looking for. I see. I bought a bottle of rum recently, and I think it was made in Ortis. Is this the bottle you were looking for? Marion's rum? This is exactly what I was looking for. How did you get this? I guess I got lucky. You can have it, Randy. You know I can't just accept this for free. Well, you got drinks for me in the past, so how about you pay the next time we go out for drinks and we can call it even. Alright, you got a deal. Sweet. Oh hey, you done with work today? Hi Randy, but I'm not planning to hit the hay just yet. Good to hear. Want to hang out for a little bit? Been thinking of cracking open that room you got me. Well sure, but weren't you saving it for... We're just gonna have a little taste. He won't mind, so don't worry about it. I hear rum from the coastal areas is pretty hard to come by. This is just my little way of saying thanks. Well, when you put it like that, how can I refuse? Wow, this stuff's pretty strong. Not quite as strong as that spiritus stuff Instructor Sarah recommended, but... Northumbrian liquor, huh? Well, a few drinks can rival that stuff. I think this one was about 75%, so I'd say that's still pretty strong, yeah? Pretty strong? I think we're way past pretty here. That said, it's just got a little bit of sweetness to it. I can tell it's a high quality drink. Glad to hear it. I gotta wonder why this drink was in that village. That village? Alright.
Before I came to Crossbell, I was still a Jaeger with the Red Constellation. I've got some bitter memories from back then.
But if you're planning to drink this with him, that means you've gotten past those bitter memories, right?
True. The more I think about it, I sure am one lucky bastard. I've got friends, partners, people I can call family. And coming here, I got a bunch of good students and co-workers on top of all that. Sorry for getting serious all of a sudden. But there's something I gotta do. Depending on how things play out, I might even have to go up against you.
Well, you made a rhyme, Randy.
With that in mind...
It's alright. I understand what you're trying to say about your situation and his, but even so, I want you to remember that there are people in the Empire who won't stand for the current situation, and who are trying to change things for the better, too.
Let me rephrase that good coworker bit I said before. You're more like my clumsy younger pal who's super direct and can't stop himself from blurting out the corniest lines in the book. I'd say that's a better fit for you.
Oh yeah? Well, I'd say that makes you the older pal who's got my back. The pal who looks like he's a shifty womanizer, but is actually surprisingly caring.
Oof, touche. Speaking of, which one of those lovely ladies is your main squeeze? Is it the blonde one? The blue-haired swordswoman? Or the one with the glasses? Don't tell me it's that cute little fairy.
The blue-haired swordswoman. Like I said there. After some more intense questioning by Randy, they both finished their shot glasses and headed back to their rooms to prepare for the free day. Hey, you two. Good evening, Reed. Is now a good time? Yeah, now's perfect. It's been a couple weeks, huh guys? Are you with Elliot now? No, we're in different places. We were just talking and decided to bring you in on the conversation too. Yeah, this whole program is just too cool. I heard it works by using the power of a communication artifact Prince Oliver owns. I can't thank him enough for setting this up for us, but wow, the three of us together takes me back. It was our first day at Thor's that we met. Me and Gas were just talking about that. We got dropped into the basement of the old schoolhouse and forced into an orienteering exercise. Everyone else split off and it was just us three together. Yeah, feels like it was just yesterday, but almost a million years ago. Guess this is a sign we're all getting old, huh? No way, you're still only 20. I'm not even completely out of my teens yet. Oh yeah, why has it been so hard to get in touch with you guys? It was like your Arcus was turned off. We were really worried. I already mentioned this to Reen, but I have my reasons. I'd like to tell everyone in Class 7 about it once we meet up. Think you can wait until then? Of course. I'm still sort of worried, but alright, if you say so. Alright, there's something I need to tell you guys. It's looking like we'll all be able to meet in Heimdall for the summer festival next week. Or next weekend. That's great news, but I've heard you had your field exercises then. We'll have to work around that, but do you think we'll be able to meet up? Yeah, even if it's just for a few minutes before you head off. Yeah. I'll talk to you guys after the briefing tomorrow. If my suspicions prove correct, I might be able to join you all. Really? Sounds like you've got some idea where you're headed. It's just a guess, nothing concrete, but either way, once I find out for sure, I'll let you all know. Looking forward to it. I await the good news.
Here are today's requests.
Cestin really is a huge help around here. I wonder what he was talking with the principal about yesterday. Well, I'm sure it's none of my business. My briefing's at 3 PM, so I'll need to make sure I'm done with my errands by then. Let me go to the hangar real quick. Good luck with what? Question mark?
I'll help. Thanks. Yes.
Thanks. Yes. Thanks. Yes. Thanks. I'll help. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll worry about it later. Let's go back to the dorm. Start from here. Next week is going to be intense. Just when I started to feel like I got used to the pace here too. Exam results, patterns are sold out training, and our field exercises. I hope the students are able to rest up today while they can. Oh, someone's coming in over there too. Schwarzer, is that you? Usually I'm the one asking though. The bath is nice as always. It took quite a bit of Mir to renovate it, but it was money well spent. It was you who paid for all the renovations after all. You seem to really enjoy it. Do you like going to hot springs too? Yes, since I was released from my military service, I've been visiting them all over. I went to a resort spot in Michelin. I also visited the Phoenix Wings in your hometown. Oh, I see. Wait, what? I've also gone to natural hot springs hidden away in the mountains, the kind where bears and other woodland creatures join you. I also visited a hot spring on the side of a cliff overlooking the ocean. It was a spectacular view. I hear you're quite the hot spring fanboy. Any recommendations? After hearing that list, well... Oh, last year I was in All-Star for some business, and there were some hot springs there called the Hidden Spirit Springs. They were tucked away in some ruins in the forest. Oh? You've piqued my interest. Tell me more. Well, it was the time when... I knew where you were from, but I didn't expect to have such an engaging conversation with you like this. Joining me again sometime, perhaps without the wall in the way of our conversation. That might be okay at a bathhouse, but I'm not so sure about here. And there's something I've been wondering. What about? It might just be my imagination, but are you channeling your energy? It's just I'm getting the same sensation from you that I did when you went up against the maiden. Is something going to happen at the briefing this after? Schwarzer, are you able to get a hold of Master InKensify or the Divine Blade to win Arios McLean? Or maybe the commander of the Liberalian army, Cassius Bright? What? Well, Master's always traveling, so not really. And I know of the other two, but... I see. And I shall look to the goddess to guide me. I eagerly await your development towards greatness. The 8 leaves 1 blade school, I'd like to see how far I can go. I have absolutely no clue what that was all about, and I regret asking. But Master Yun and the 2 divine blades... A new work from Miss Dorothy already? I have to let Muse know. Let's see. Hello, Reen. So you were telling me you need somebody to fill in for your radio drama. That I can do. Sure, why not? Huh? The show is an adventure drama called Eternal Noon. Noon? It started in the spring and it's really been catching steam with the listeners. And during the summer festival in the capital, we're going to do a special show during prime time. Both of them? It was nice knowing you. Fine. Okay, I don't know what I can do, but I'll try my best. Those are oddly similar. Now let's check this through this real quick, see if there's anything new actually here. Hang on. What's wrong, Rin? You looking a wee bit troubled. No need to ask, just tell us. Okay, I actually can't. Never mind. I have to come back to it later. I'm gonna talk to. I want to talk to Rosine. Since I have duties in the morning, I don't listen to that show, but even so... Okay. Reen and Rosine headed over to the radio station and met with Monk. They were handed the script. After reading it over a few times, they were ready to record. As a side note, the idea of the Church's Secret or Order of Knights was borrowed from Red Moon Rose. Reen and Rosine gave fitting portrayals for the roles of the protagonist and heroine, and although there were some hiccups, the recording went very smoothly. All that was left was to record the climactic scene. Okay, next to the climactic scene in the old castle at night. Reese, as a knight of the church, is trying to prevent the demon that was sealed away during the Dark Ages from reviving. Though you and Noon have been at odds up until now, you join forces to defeat the demon. I'll let you two figure out how you want to do this. I'll use my crossbow to draw their attention. Noon, use that opening too. No, that's my job. I'll draw their attention. Ugh, just listen to me. No, you listen to me. This is the finale. The demon has risen. They use their secret skills and spells to seal the demon away, but Reese becomes possessed. Reese calls out to Noon, telling him to kill her while the demon is trapped inside her. Is this just a coincidence? It just seems too real. I better concentrate on the show if I were the heroine. I have dedicated my blood and body to the souls of the goddess. It's an honor to take evil down with me, so please. I growls at her. If the rumors I heard were true, no, I need to concentrate. If I were in this situation... How disappointing. Were the rumors about the Knights of the Church false? Are you going to give up now and forsake all the lives you could save in the future? That's right, And cut. That was perfect! You guys were perfect together. That's good. That was a little too realistic. When the setting is so far from reality, I can get really into the acting. With all the twists and turns, the recording was done in an hour. Rena and Rosine gathered up their things and prepared to head out. Thank you both so much. We're gonna start editing it now, but I think it's going to turn out as great as the other episodes. I don't think it'll be that good. To be honest, I had reservations at first, but fiction can be fun. I'm glad. I thought the scenario was so far from reality, but... In reality, I'd get in trouble with the Septine Church, but I figured since Red Moon Rose set the precedent, it was okay to do this. Let's see, far from reality, huh? Anyway, it was no coincidence you asked us to play these characters, huh? The way they spoke was very similar to us, though some of the details were a little different. Well... You're exactly right. I described your mannerisms to the scriptwriter while adding a splash of flavor. I just thought modeling the main characters after you two would make a really good story. I figured that was the case. I'm going to report about this drama to my higher-ups. I was thinking about telling my students about it, but it might be a little too mature for them. Yeah, but it might be too good for your older students at least. Oh, welcome, Instructor. Did you come here for my request, perhaps? Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry for bringing you out here for this, but it might be a little harder than you expected. Don't worry about it. So, can you tell me about it? Okay. Are you aware that I'm not from the Leaves area? I'm actually only moved here last year. Yeah, I heard. But in that time, your store has gotten so popular, people are coming here all the way from the capital. Fortunately, yes, but I actually came here once before 2 years ago. I really fell in love with this town and decided to open my shop here with him. With him? So you came here on vacation with your boyfriend? Well, he was my lover, my fiance. Oh, I see. Wait, aren't you running this place on your own? Yes, we promised that we would open the store together, but due to circumstances, I came here by myself to get the business rolling. Recently, though, I received a strange letter from him. He sent me a grand opening gift. I need to solve the riddle he gave me in order to find it. A riddle, you say? That is interesting. He can be too playful sometimes. It's not urgent, but if you could help me... Yeah, sure. I'll help you. Dearest Liza, you should have opened the bakery by now. I'm sure your days are filled with work and worry, but when you have a spare moment, I'd like you to follow these clues. The secret words we left behind at the place where travelers first stop. There, you should be able to find my gift to you. That part of the riddle where travelers first stop, the first place in town someone would end up would definitely be Leaves Station. I was no exception. I went through here too the first time I came to Leaves. Time sure does fly. Memories notebook. Please use this to record the memories of your trip. Liza, he took a day off so we could come on a 2-day trip. Leaves is such a wonderful, adorable little town. Julian, our dream is to open a bakery. Like I thought, small towns like this are a better fit for us than crowded places like Heimdall. I hope we'll be able to find a good location. We'll also have to go visit the House of the Shining Cup together. She did say yes after all. It's a private matter, no need to be shy, Liza. I'm not. The House of the Shining Cup. Cup. Shiny. The House of the Shining Cup has to be referring to the Septian Church, right? Father Henry might know something. I'd better ask him. Oh, can I help you with something? I'd like to ask you a question. Do you happen to remember two travelers coming by here from the capital about 2 years ago? There were a couple. I'm sure you've seen quite a few people that might match that description. Actually, I believe I know who it is you're referring to. They came to enjoy a tour of the church together. The two of them were so in love I couldn't possibly have forgotten. The two had recently gotten engaged, if I remember correctly. The man's name was Julian. They consulted me about potentially having their wedding here. Letter. Now let's see here. Liza, there is one thing I know for sure. We will move to this town someday, so until then I'll be leaving this gift with him, the keeper who watches from the hill. This is leaving this item with him. Does that mean the gift has been at least for 2 years? That's pretty surprising. I hope this happiness lasts forever. It is a strange message to leave with as a gift. Apparently there was a small hill here before the branch campus was built. You got permission to dig around the big tree in the gardening area. After searching a couple of spots, he uncovered a small box wrapped in oil paper. Oh my, so this is where it's been all this time. But why would he do something so roundabout like this? Would you care to do the honors, Liza? It's nothing. I was just thinking about how long it's been since back then. Inside was a small beautifully wrapped bottle and a letter. To my beloved Liza, by the time you read this, you may already have opened your bakery. If so, then I'd like to congratulate you. Your hard work has seen the dream we shared come true at long last. I wish you all the blessings in the world. But the fact that you found this means I must no longer be there by your side. It seems I've left you alone, and for that I'm so deeply sorry, my love. I swore to always make you happy, and I've been proud to uphold that promise my whole life. But I worry that in my absence, your beautiful smile has been exchanged for tears. This may not be enough to atone for breaking my promise, but I've included herb seeds with this letter. I got them during my last post. They're supposed to be very good herbs. They're full of nutrients and have a distinct flavor. I know they'll go perfectly with your delicious bread. I hope my worries proves to be nothing and that you're smiling, that beautiful smile of yours as you live out your dream. My eternal love to you, Julian. Julian was very kind and smart, but he was born into a poor family. In order to get a scholarship, he had to enroll in a military academy out in the countryside. After he graduated, he said he had to give back, so he enlisted in the military. He had planned to retire from the military after 2 years, and then we'd open a bakery together. But one day, he was called to active duty and never returned. It's already been 1.5 years since then. So did he pass away and in the Civil War too? After I lost him, I didn't know what to do. For a whole year afterwards, I felt as though my very soul had been ripped out. Even after that, it was too painful to live alone. No, maybe it was that I wanted to run away from the place we had lived in together. I ran off on my own to the leaves and opened a bakery. But somehow, I felt as though I'd broken a promise to him. I felt so guilty. But seeing this, it seems like he had already forgiven me. It's clear to me that Julian genuinely wished for your happiness, and as a soldier he knew something might happen to him, so he buried this letter for you to find. He worried that you might end up losing your way. So you wanted to make sure you opened the bakery you'd planned to. I don't know that for sure, but I feel like that's the message these herb scenes are meant to convey. The first letter I showed you was sent by his family. They found it while going through his things. It was as though he had written the letter himself only the other day. It seemed like he just knew I had opened a bakery. I found myself wondering how he could have known. But I think I was finally able to receive his last wish from me. Thank you so much for finding this for me, and please come visit our bakery anytime.
Alright there.
Alright there.
Catch you later. Alright there.
Catch you later.
Hope to see you again.
Hope to see you again. Oh, you're here to buy something? I got this card in the morning. It's a bit worn, but real cool looking. Wanna buy it? Card case? You know, for playing cards. It's made of military-grade bulletproof material. In a case like this, you can even play cards on the battlefield. Is that really necessary? Anyway, it's first come, first served. How about it? You want it? Alright, you drive a hard bargain. I'll take it. Thanks. This is pretty stylish looking. Looks like there's already some cards inside. Never checked inside, let me see. Oh, these are what you'd call antique cards. They're probably from about 100 years ago. Looks like it's a full 36 card set. Well shoot, had I known earlier I would have charged more. Well, if that's the case, I'll give these back. Nah, don't worry about it. I already sold it to you. I just gotta chalk this up to me needing more training. Though I feel like there was someone at the branch campus who was looking for some cards like these. The pawn shops in Heimdall didn't have anything. This is going to be impossible to find, isn't it? Are you looking for something, Stark? Actually, I've been trying to find something for a while now. A certain antique deck of cards. It's true they're old, but it's not like they're stupidly rare or anything like that. Oh? That deck of cards I bought, wasn't it someone looking for them? Maybe I'll show them to Stark. There's something I'd like you to take a look at. This wouldn't happen to be what you're looking for, would it? A card case? What's so special about it? Check inside. These are... It really is them! This is a set of antique cards I've been looking for. But not just that, these scratches and creases. This is the exact deck I lost. The exact deck? Yes, these cards were my treasure. They were given to me by a guy I really look up to. But one day, my dad sold them to a pawn shop thinking they were his. But that's what happened. Pretty stupid, right? If I'd just taken better care of these, it never would have happened. Seeing these again reminds me of the days in Jurai. He was 4 years older than me, strong, smart, cunning. I can't even count how many times he fooled me with these cards. He must have been quite the trickster. Is he still in Jurai? No, in the Civil War last year he... I see. From Jurai, 4 years older. For all that aside, where'd you even find this deck anyway? At 9 Volley. I was there earlier and had the card case recommended to me. When I looked inside, there was a deck of cards sitting in there. I'm guessing the previous owner sold the case with the deck still inside. I see, so the cards were hidden in there. Maybe that explains why I had such a hard time finding them. Well, all's well that ends well. Glad you finally found them. You should keep a close eye on those, Stark. Might as well keep the card case too. Huh? But I can't just take this. Why not? You said yourself those cards are your treasure, right? Of course I'm happy to have them again, but I can't just accept them like this. Let me pay you 100,000 mirror for them. 100,000? This is all the money I'd set aside to buy the deck if I ever found it, just in case someone else got it before I could. Please accept this along with my thanks. Sorry, I can't accept that. How about this? Let's make a little wager. Yeah, I'm going to throw a 50 mirror coin in there and catch it. You just have to guess which hand I'm holding it in. If you guess wrong, you keep all the money of yours.
I see.
No problem, buddy. Let me save. I'm going to do the modding events now. Let's see. Let's do. Where's Altina? I want to do Altina, Ash. Where's she? She's by the riverside. Not bad. Altina, what's that in your hand? Million forced this on me as we said goodbye after our last field exercise. It's a toy camera she obtained during a mission in the countryside. It's got black rabbits on it. It's perfect for you. It's a gift from Milliam then? Do you like it? Not necessarily. Functionally speaking, it is no different from the Arcus camera, but when giving it to me, Milliam said, I'm stoked to see all your pics. Take a bunch and show them next to me next time. If I ignore it, it may be prove problematic. Well, be sure to stay safe while you take your pictures. Very well. You don't need to worry. Now, what should my next target be? If you're planning on taking some pictures, mind if I tag along? I'm a bit curious to see what sort of shots you can take with a toy camera. I'd appreciate your input on where I might find suitable locations for pictures. Reed and Altina decided to go around the campus snapping pictures.
Okay, I took the picture.
Okay. Let's see. Not bad. The picture quality isn't great, but that gives its own unique charm. Typical of a toy camera, its basic specs and functions are limited. But I suppose it wasn't a bad gift, all things considered. By the way, if that camera has a Black Rabbit design on it, is there a White Rabbit version too? It seems that way. I do not know how Milliam finds things like this. What's that? Milliam took it when giving me this camera. As always, she's extremely pushy, and she always acts like my older sister, but I suppose I can't stop her. She doesn't seem to dislike that though. Milliam's picture isn't bad, but the ones you took are pretty good too, don't you think? They've captured everyone's facial expressions well, and the pictures are soothing to look at. Is that so? It feels strange to think that I could take such pictures. No, I think these pictures came out the way they did because it was you who took them. You spent a lot of time now with the members of Class 7 and the others here at the branch campus.
Yes, maybe so.
While looking through Altina's pictures, Reen realized there wasn't a single one with her in it, so he gathered up the other members of Class 7 as well as the swimming club to all take a group picture together. Oh. She's smiling! What is it, instructor? Oh no, it's nothing. All of you look great. I'm sure Milliam will be thrilled to see this. Well, that's good. Come on, instructor, get in here. Coming. Afterwards, they promised to print copies of the photo for everyone before going their separate ways. Hey! Maximum. So Ash is in the hangar. No, I'll be right here. At you, Schwarzer? You already patrolling your rounds? We just finished the tests. You seem to be in a good mood, going somewhere on your bike. Well, the weather's nice, so I figured I'd go cruising. Guess I could always go to the entertainment district too. No. We have tests at the keep today, so make sure you're reachable. Yeah, I know. Not to mention the promise I made I should be back soon. Don't worry about it. Green took a bike out of the hangar and traveled down the road in pursuit of Ash. West Ostia Highway near Heimdall. Good job catching up to me even though you left later. I've been writing these since I was a student. This road that stretches out from Leaves, it looks different when you're on a bike versus a train. Right, so then want to turn around at Heimdall and race each other back? Sure. Whatever our sight it is to see people in the middle of the highway. Oh, hello. Are you a merchant? Yes, I'm returning from Heimdall right now. Is that one of those orbital bikes? It's nice to see you two young friends out and about on the highway. I'm sure I've changed for the better. That's for sure. We're not friends. Huh? Watch out! Eek! Who's that? Did you see that old fart? He was shaking in his boots. Man, nothing beats scaring off those carless country bumpkins. What was that sound? Hey, behind us! Huh? There's a guy back there. Guy's pretty cocky. I'm gonna scare him off. Huh? Eat this. Set him away. I almost had him. You got it all wrong. I don't plan on getting in your way. Huh? If we allow them to keep driving like that, they may cause a major accident. We need to stop them now, but we can't do anything too crazy. So first you assume you know what I'm doing, and now you're telling me how to do it? Fine, give me a hand, Schwarzer. Reed and Ash chased after the car and told them to stop, but the driver wouldn't listen and continued to drive dangerously, trying to shake them. They're not slowing down. We have to stop them before they get back to Heimdall. Wah! Yo, we meet again. You guys enjoy yourselves? The Imperial Military Police will be here soon to talk to you. You should cool down before they get here. Why'd you have to do that? You know I hate people fussing over me. Why wouldn't I? You're the one who caught them, so you deserve the credit. Though I would have preferred if you'd found a safer way to do it. Well, I wasn't the one driving like a psycho. I'd say it's just desserts. Besides, it all turned out okay, so don't beat yourself Over it. Forget I said anything. I can tell you've changed since the start of the year, Ash, but you didn't go overboard when you tried to stop that car. The Ash I first met probably would have totaled the car trying to stop them, huh? Maybe. I don't really give a crap about what ifs, though.
I just do whatever I feel like at the time. That includes being in your class. It's a damn pain and you're always spouting off touchy-feely stuff, but sometimes it's a little fun.
Thanks. Keep up the good work, Ash.
Seriously?
Seriously? Feeling the wind through the train window and talking to you makes her feel slightly ignored, feel like it was just yesterday. May the wind and the goddess guide you. Okay, hold on. It's either this or get an extra event with Toa. You know what? I'm gonna get the extra event with Toa. Where's Toa? Guys don't need no love. Where is he? There you are. Hello, what's that? It's my astronomical telescope I brought from back home. I was thinking about using it for an extracurricular astronomy lesson tonight. Astronomy lesson? No idea. I'd love to get a closer look at those stars we saw on our way back the other day. Yeah, me too. We're supposed to have clear skies tonight, so we'll get a perfect view of the stars. It should be a nice way to relax after the exams. I'll need to make sure I'm prepared before tonight. Oh, I have 4 points. Okay, so I can actually... I thought I had 3 for some reason. Yeah, so I can spend time with Mr. Wind. Reen helped Toa carry her astronomy telescope outside. After getting instructions on how to operate it, Reen peered in, ready to gaze upon the heavens. It looks like it's completely broken. Now that I look closely, the lens is all scratched up, and the focusing knob is all rusted. We can't use it for anything in this state. We can't... I see, that's a shame. I'm sorry I got your hopes up. I've been so busy lately, I don't have any time to do maintenance on it. Maybe it was just, it's time to go. Hello? Didn't you say this was precious to you? Yeah, actually, it was a memento of my grandfather. I see. What was he like? He was a very smart and kind person. I guess he was pretty famous among scholars. He served as the director of a museum in Heimdall. A museum in Heimdall? Could it be the Imperial Museum? It's pretty amazing that he was the director of the biggest museum in the Empire. He just did it as a hobby on the side while he did his research. It takes me back. When he was looking up at the stars, he'd be in his own little world. He was excited and honestly curious, just like a little kid. He'd tell me all sorts of things about the stars while I looked through this telescope with him. He must have been a good grandfather. Yeah, he was. Oh man, I wish I could show you and the students all those beautiful stars. So, why don't we try to fix this telescope together? I'll do whatever I can to help. I appreciate the thought, but I think it might be too hard. It was made back in my grandfather's day. I don't know if we'll be able to even get parts for it anymore. We won't know until we try, right? We have some pretty good resources at the branch campus, and there are plenty of shops and leaves. I'd say it's way too early to give up on it. Don't you agree? Yes, you're absolutely right. We've got nothing to lose, so let's go for it. Reed and Toa started disassembling the broken telescope to salvage all the parts that were still useful. After deciding which parts and tools they needed, they decided to check the campus and around leaves. After many hours of hard work, it works again! I'm sure my grandfather would be happy to see his new telescope good as new. I wouldn't have tried so hard to fix it if not for you. Thank you so much, Reen. No need to thank me. I'm glad I was able to help. Seems like we'll be able to do our astronomy lesson tonight after all. Ooh, almost there. Alright, now let's talk to Mr. Wind. Hey guys. Time to train.
Now, let's begin our search.
Oh. You don't have a secondary. I'll give you that, I guess.
Shit! Yeah! It's my turn. You won't escape! And there! You won't escape! Our chance! Second form, Gale!
Leave it to me.
Roaring winds? Sweep them away! It's down! An opening! I'm up! Second form, Gale! Now! There! Let's go! Ha! There! It's down! An opening! Finish!
And guy sounds so angry. Or louder. I don't know. Not really angry, but he has more like tone to his voice. I don't know if that's the right word I'm going for, but...
Our chance! Get back! Let's go! Oh! It's down! An opening! Let's go! Let's go! Raging fire formation! It's my turn! Get back! Now! There! This is it! It's my turn! Ha! There! Now! An opening! Let's go! Let's go! Raging fire formation! It's my turn! Roar! Healing strike! Now! There! Ha! 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 Our chance! Let's go! Raging fire formation! Get back! Now! There! I won't let you! It's my turn! Oh! It's down! An opening! I'm up! Let's go! Raging fire formation! Let's go! Roar! Healing strike! Let's go! Oh! It's down! An opening! I'm up! Get back! It's down! There!
Wow. They're like 2 EXP off or something like that. 11? Jeez.
Here's a good spot to rest.
Hello.
This one's... You won't escape! Let's go! Spirit unification! Let's go! Bellow! Sacred roar! I'm up! Arcane Gale! Let's go! Let's go! Raging fire formation! Let's go! Roaring winds! Sweep them away! Now! Let's go, Reen! Got it! There! I'm up! Let's go! Raging fire formation! It's my turn! Roar! Healing strike! It's down! There! Let's go! Let's go! Raging fire formation! It's my turn! Now! There!
Leave it to me.
Ah! Thunder Bang! Now! An opening! Let's go! Let's go! Raging Fire Formation! I'm up! Second form, Gale!
Ouch.
Let's go! Ah! Thunder Bang!
Are you serious?
It's my turn! Let's go! Raging Fire Formation! Let's go! Roar! Healing Strike! I won't let you! Not if I want! It's my turn! Get back! I won't let you! It's my turn! I won't let you! It's my turn! Crimson Slash! Not in my... Not in my... I'm up! Let's go! Raging Fire Formation! Let's go! Get back! It's down! Come on, Gaius! Yeah! There!
That took about 2 minutes longer
All right, got it.
than necessary. Wait, what? Does she really? I haven't seen her since my days in the art club. It seems the winds have deemed the reunion is in order. The wind. And for Zeo, who's been watching over me from the great sky above. Reen, hold on. You don't have to tell me right now. Sorry, I wasn't trying to force it out of you or anything. I'm positive you have a good reason for not telling me. And you did say you'd tell us all about it one day, so it'd be irresponsible of me to hear about it by myself. To be honest, I'm still sorting out my feelings about it. About this sudden change in me, I worried others may no longer accept me. The change? Well, it has been a year, of course you're going to change. No matter what happens, you'll always be you. An important friend of mine who's called Erbonia his second home. Thank you, Reen. Those words are very comforting to hear. And again, I promise when the time is right, I'll tell all of you in Class 7 everything. Alright, when that time comes, we'll hear you out. The day we'll see each other again is near. I'm looking forward to it, Gaius.
Yeah, me too. I'll tell you all then about the road I've traveled.
And the winds you've been through. Yes. Afterwards, Lynn returned and they had a pleasant cup of tea until the train arrived. Green promised Gaius they would see each other again soon and saw him off at the train station. Nice. Okay. So now... this is where I will stop for the day. I'll pick up the rest of this tomorrow, and then where we'll start the field study. So thank you all for watching. I'll be back next time.